Hello, wherever you are in the world, day, morning, evening. I hope you're having a great one. I'm Sher, and I'm coming on to talk about word curses. I do own the rights to the music you hear playing in the background. I composed and recorded it at 528 hertz, so you're receiving healing energies as it plays. All right, so today we're talking about word curses. I gave an introduction video, so I will link that if you didn't see the earlier videos in this series. So today we're going to be talking about word curses as comparisons as word curses, and yes, they are word curses. And so it's important for us to be able to recognize them and to rebuke them so that we don't come into agreement with them. All right, so comparisons. Has anyone ever said to you, oh, you're just like your brother, oh, you're just like your mother, oh, you're just like your dad, oh, you're just like so and so, oh, maybe in a romantic partnership, oh, you're just like my ex, you know. So if you have ever had those words spoken to you, then you've had a word curse on you. And so it's important, again, for us to recognize it. Why? Because words have power, and so do we. And so it's important to be able to recognize that and to stand in our energetic and spiritual sovereignty. Okay, so having these spoken against us again, it's like, okay, well, there's this comparison or this sort of maybe comparison, like you're nothing like my ex could do this, or my ex could do that. That's another type of comparison there on that scale. My ex was fabulous at doing that. Or a comparison like with sibling rivalry, why can't you get good grades? You should get good grades like your older brother, or you should do this and blah blah blah. You know, those kinds of things. And so sometimes these word curses are spoken to us inadvertently or unconsciously, and then other times they are spoken to us with malicious intent. But regardless of the motivation, it is important for us to rebuke them and say, I do not come into agreement with that. I do not agree with that. I do not accept that. I rebuke that. And so it is very important for us to be able to see these, to be able to say, we need to speak the words, I am not in agreement with this, and then follow with affirmations. Otherwise, we unknowingly enter into a contract with that. We, by default, are entered into a contract with that spirit. So with that lower vibration. So it is important that we speak it out, and say, I do not accept this. I am not in agreement with this. And again, then follow with affirmations, with positive affirmations. And no one needs to hear our positive affirmations but ourselves. So, but others can hear, of course, as well. But it's important that we speak it, that we know it, that we feel it, and we recognize it. So the shock and awe part of that also lowers our vibration. Perhaps we don't know what to say, or we may be feeling taken aback, by the words of others. And so we may not speak out against it, but it's okay. At the time, we may not speak out against it, or we may not recognize it again, or we may be feeling a sense of shock and not knowing how to respond. And so it is important, though, when we recognize it, that we do speak this into existence, that I am powerful. I am, there's no need for comparison between me and anyone else, because I am on my path, and I am a child of God, and I am worthy. I am valuable. All these positive affirmations, it is so important for us to speak in these and recognize that these comparisons are also word curses, so that we can come against them and not just be in agreement with them again by default, by just allowing those words to sit there. So I hope this was helpful in recognizing comparisons as word curses. And so we can just rebuke them. You can say, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus Christ. You could say, I rebuke it with the power of God. You could say, I rebuke it. I do not agree. I do not come into agreement with this. I do not accept this. Yes. And then be sure to follow with positive affirmations that you speak out loud. Well, I hope this was helpful, and please join me for the next video in this series. And much love to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's so important for us to empower ourselves. And much love to you, and maintain your energetic and your spiritual sovereignty. Take care, and much love on your spiritual journeys. Namaste.